Hot 6 GSL SuperTournament Season 1.
What's that sound? Is that the air raid?
What?
You didn't hear it?
No.
It's part of the song where there's an air raid siren.
Oh, okay.
I gotta go. You're gonna cast us alone, Artosis. I'm sorry, everybody. Guys, Creator vs. Zoun coming up now. Now, Creator is, been playing out of his mind lately.
Yeah.
You know, we tend to repeat ourselves here because we have, a lot of the same players over and over again. But, Creator has been this tragic figure of GSL.
Mm-hmm.
Never really rising to the heights that he, had dreamed of or hoped for. And he's been very hard on himself. But, it's a new year. It's a new opportunity to try something out and see, what this year has to offer. And I'll tell you what, he played amazingly in the round of 16. Maybe he can do it here in the round of 8.
Yeah, he just looked better than Solar, and that was awesome to see. I'm really happy for him to finally be showing some results here as well. In 4 years of Super Tournaments, this is his first round of 8. But he's going up against someone that has been so strong in Super Tournament, as you can see. Look at that, 2 runner-ups and a round of 8. And those runner-ups were against like Trap, so that's a tough one. I mean, he's not Hero. What do you expect? But yeah, it's going to be a tough one for Creator. I think that Zoun is certainly favored.
Certainly.
But Zoun is playing well again. He had a couple rough tournaments, but he's looking strong again, and I'm feeling that he can do it. He can do it here. He can get into that round of 4.
I mean, Zoun is definitely, in the new era of great players, and it's been a lot of fun kind of seeing how he approaches this, but let's just not give up on Creator just yet. We're going to start this out on the map Hardwire for this final best of 5 in the round of 8. When we come back on Thursday, it's going to be the round of 4 in the finals, baby. We will have finished yet another Super Tournament.
Yeah. Oh, man. I feel like I just finished a Super Tournament.
You did.
So there was someone taller and handsomer than you here.
This is the do-over one.
Who knew more about Protoss?
It's good to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, let's get this going, man. I want to see how Creator can play. Zoun is a very good opponent. To be honest, at this point in time for Creator's career, it's like no matter who he faces off against, he's kind of the underdog, and really has to perform well, but maybe he can keep riding that momentum as we go into this best of 5, which is ready to start right now.
Game start. Team NV, Creator. Alpha X, Zoun.
So immediately Creator sends his probe out to scout. No scout yet. Oh, maybe there is. Excuse me. He's going to scout a little bit later here. Zoun is.
Yeah, this could be an interesting one for how they're both going to try to approach it, right? Like, for instance, if you look at Hero versus Trap, Trap certainly considered the best Protoss in the world for last year and a half, something like that.
For sure, he's been at the forefront of everything Protoss.
Yeah, and then Hero comes in and, may recognize that, may not recognize that, but mixes it up in such a way that he's able to just take him down. Now, here's my big question for these two. Does one of these guys, or both of them, see themselves as the underdog? Or do both of them think that they're better than the other player? Because that can really dictate how you play a PvP, right?
Yeah, there's a bit of a mind game going on, or trying to sense out what the other guy is kind of more inclined to do or predisposed to do behaviorally in the game.
Yeah.
And then you could try to play around that. Now, that being said, you are allowed to try to, really play a straight-up PvP and just try to identify everything they're doing, but that's hard.
That's actually like the hardest thing to do.
Out of all the matchups, that's the toughest one to do it in, I would say. So, I don't know. I mean, Creator's honestly offered a lot of different styles in the game since he's been around for so long. He's never been like, He's almost harder to put your finger on than like even, you know, a Zest or a Stats or something like that. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Like he's really he's worn many Protoss hats.
Yeah.
I think in trying to find his own handle on the game.
Yeah, he has certainly tried different ways of doing things. I like that, by the way. The probe stopped there, so he can't build the pylon inside. He has to build it down bottom. But hey, you're definitely not wrong. It's just got a funny shaped head, maybe. Just waiting for that right hat.
The right hat to just fit right on.
He used to have this beautiful hat in Wings of Liberty that was called Two Forges and Colossus, but then look at these mineral patches. You can't do that on 2-base anymore.
Well, we're not in that. The 2010s are over, man. That was also when people listened to dubstep. It's not,
That was a long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
My gosh.
So we have the Stargate coming here. It's about to finish, actually, where we have the Twilight Council tech coming for Creator. Zoun probably going to go into that Oracle pretty quickly.
Yeah, no doubt. Here it comes. We have a shield battery being made from Creator. It's going to be very good for him if it's in his mineral line. I believe it is, actually. I think that's a pylon next to the Nexus, yeah. So. All right, 4 Stalkers coming down against 3. 4 is greater than 3, but 4 is equal to 4.
Look at you. Well, Creator is actually going to get the upper hand on the micro here, especially when these Stalkers have to bunch up. And this is pretty huge. And
man.
All right. Kind of an awkward moment now for Zoun. He has to just keep running in this direction and try to patch things back up at home. Blink starts right now for Creator, who's pocketed 2 more Stalkers back there. There's no way the Stalker can actually outrun this forever.
That's what you say, Tay. So that Stalker has a different thing in mind.
Nah, he's dead, dude. He's dead.
He got caught. All right, 4 probes, though.
Yeah, a bit of a tit for tat here.
You lose 4 Stalkers, and you kill 2 Stalkers, so that's not super good, but you kill 4 probes. Who's ahead? It's a riddle, Tasteless.
It's been a kind of a funny game, and Adepts are coming in now. Now, I don't think we're going to have Zoun commit with any of the Stalkers down there, but maybe the Adepts can try to shade through and start to pick off some workers. Is this entrance actually walled in? It is now, but there's probes here.
Oh, okay.
And then he's going to send that Oracle over into the main.
3
and
more.
He's shift-clicked down a couple of... Oh, looks like the Oracle doesn't kill any, actually.
Hey, I mean, this Harass
That's
is
good.
still doing all right. Yeah.
8 kills. Now, Blink starts over here for Zoun.
Yeah, we do have Creator's Blink finishing, though. And it looks like, based on that pylon, that he is going to get aggressive with it. I think he should, too. He should try to push out and see if he can get anything done, right? Like, we've already seen 4 Stalkers die. There's an Oracle that's been made, and he lost 2 Adepts. So, yeah, he killed some probes, but you should have a bigger, stronger army right now as Creator. I think that's very clear.
Yeah, that would be for sure.
Yeah, he just combed the map with the Stalkers, now bringing them over. He's making that proxy gateway. It's a little bit late, so not going to get the quickest warp in right there.
Yeah, he doesn't have that momentum that he would ideally want to have.
I love...
Stalkers are... Go ahead.
Sorry, I love Zoun standing on the stasis ward. So if there's a blink in,
Yeah.
it's not going to end
This
well.
could be the ultimate bait in.
Yeah,
Because when you get Blake, a lot of times you're like, yeah, more. You're like, nah. So he's going to run away. Like, oh, no, don't get me. Oh, and it still catches a decent number of these.
No,
so he didn't blink onto it.
Yeah, he's going to have to be Speedy McFingers over here and blink those away when it wears off.
All right, is he Speedy McFingers? Is he Quickie McFast Stalker?
Quickie McFast Stalker, that's not a real thing.
Are you just making up nicknames? All right, so he gets out.
Yeah, yeah. But, I mean, that was like kind of his
it was a good
timing
tactic.
type of thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was very well done by Zoun. I like how he put it underneath the Stalkers. Very, very smart. Now he comes out to fight.
Yeah, he should probably stay back for a little bit.
Yeah, not quite enough right now.
Now, Creator does take his 3rd base.
Zoun wants to as well. Still making Stalkers.
Okay, another little victory here. And, you know, with the Oracle and the Adepts doing damage, I mean, this really adds up in the long run. Now, can Creator get a snipe on this? Okay, he actually cancels it.
Zoun does chase him out with some stalkers.
Zoun may be playing a little bit more of a patient game. If he keeps fending everything off and doing damage back to him for Creator, I mean, eventually this game is going to flip where it's Zoun slowly closing in on the bases of Creator.
I think he's playing a slightly better game. I think you're right.
I agree.
Creator's not playing terribly, but it does feel that way. That Zoun
Creator having a better concave here, though, to be honest. This is pretty sick. And I was wondering if maybe Zoun wanted to try to blink on top of this and try to just take a fight.
Oh, I think
a more chaotic one, but
got a few less stalkers, it looks like. Yeah, it's 17 to 21 stalkers.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm not appreciating how many more Creator has. I thought it was just the angle itself, right? If you were even on them, you would want to just blink in there and try to take a fight. But what about this move here from Creator? Oh, that is spotted by a scouting probe.
Gets a better concave once again, but we have constant warpins here from Zoun, so he may feel like he can actually take it this time.
Ooh, sniping the probes there, pretty big.
Oh, I'm surprised Creator's going that way.
Okay,
I think that's the one wrong move.
This is where he's going to get stuck in here, I think. And a lot of these stalkers are very badly bruised.
It's okay, he brought his Zealot with him this time. Not sure what that Zealot is up to.
Yeah.
No good. Okay, so Zoun holds. I mean,
that's kind of
Creator killed some probes and stuff. There was some good things about that. I think that the only moment he did something poor there was moving towards the natural. That didn't make a lot of sense. That couldn't have gone well.
Yeah.
Like maybe he had an idea to go in and snipe probes and recall out or something, but you're playing against Blink Stalkers too, so you're going to get pretty punished for that, I think. Now 5 more gates for Creator, 4 more for Zoun, both getting charged. There is that Immortal out for Creator, but I think that's probably going to be the only one that we're going to see.
Huge gateway explosion on both sides as well. Zealot speed is almost done. It does seem like it's Creator that is still, you know, in a position where he's, you know, thinking about attacking in pretty soon here. He's got a Warp Prism coming, and he still has a foothold outside of the third. You know, Zoun stayed in a very defensive spot, and Creator's kind of taken advantage of that by coming into these angles where, you know, the Stalkers just have a much better surface area and are able to all distribute damage very nicely there.
I do want to mention, it looks like it's going to be Blink Disruptor for Zoun, although he is getting into his charge lots as well, which I think he needs as he tries to get into that.
Did he not kill that Obs? That's crazy.
Yeah, I think it got out of vision right away. And actually a very good engagement by Zoun. Picks off several Stalkers there. But this is scary. That's scary.
He's got to get to safety.
Creator, he's bringing the heat right now. Uses up that charge a bit. He's got such a good position right here. Oh, the Zealots get sent to the natural? Really?
Okay, this actually might work, though.
Well, he's got force fields. Oh, he actually just fights with part of his army?
Oh, what?
Okay. I mean, not a bad disruption involved, but the Stalker count is very high here. I don't think that this was the correct move from Creator.
Well, he's going to snipe down that Immortal. He's going to have more of everything here. I mean, Zoun's going to pick off this bit of the army, and I think even though this attack was, you know, kind of cool looking, I think he actually outpositioned himself. He almost got like too fancy. If that makes sense.
Sending all of your Zealots in there, like you're never going to win the main battle. So that felt wrong how he.
It was
just way too many Zealots sent into the natural. Like, you can send like 2 and then keep the rest in front of your Stalkers.
Yeah, you want to keep the position and then, you know, fan out or kind of shoot out these little
bits of damage.
Tiny, you know, little pairs of Zealots, or, you know, something else comes down there and tries to start hitting workers.
You,
but, like,
you don't throw the window at him, you grind the glass and put it into his food.
Yeah, you got to actually get the position and then start to really reap the benefits of it. And instead he got into this really slippery spot where, like, one set of units was one place, another one was another. And now I think this counterattack could be his demise.
Yeah, it's looking scary. Zoun is up by almost 40 supply right now.
Yeah, and he's got a disruptor here as well. One that's well positioned, and it's going to be hard to snipe.
Yeah. This is just terrible right now for Creator. He's definitely lost this game.
And now the Warp Prism goes down. Not the biggest deal ever, but you can't juggle those Archons anymore. And so he's going to try to come down here. Only one Archon remaining as there's just no way for Zoun to lose this game. And even though I think Creator did a pretty good job, I think he made a poor decision to try to get some kind of an advantage when really he just split up his army and suddenly it was all about, Zoun just taking one fight at a time.
Yeah.
To where he eventually came out on top. GG. Zoun takes game 1.
He did it a couple times. It felt like actually, like tempo-wise, he was ahead of Zoun for most of the game, but Zoun kept calm all the time.
Yeah.
And just the couple of mistakes that Creator made, Zoun punished, and that was it.
It seems like Creator almost got carried away with the Stalker lead and kind of thought like, okay, I'm doing it, I'm doing it, I'm doing it. And then like, he didn't get the kill there and he tried to force a kill where Zoun just like stayed really, really patient. Like, looking at the game from Zoun's perspective, I mean, he got into some weird spots, but he basically just stayed patient. He knew like, okay, if I don't play calmly, I'm going to just die. And so he found an advantage with the Oracle. He did it with the Adept several times. And then he basically patiently fought with his Stalkers in a bad position. Bided his time. And, Creator kind of did what we've seen Creator do before, where he sort of, he became his own worst enemy. He made a decision, and then Zoun says, okay, I got it. You did a bad attack. All I got to do is fight back correctly, and I win.
Well, it was very well done. It was I'm very impressed with Zoun, and again, Creator did not play poorly. We're going to go to Curious Minds for map 2.
Yeah, let's get it going.
Game start. Team NV, Creator. Alpha X, Zoun.
So that's Zoun's probe moving out. And his first pylon is going to be up here where the third base sometimes could go.
That's very interesting.
I had to do a double take. I thought it might be the second pylon or something, but no.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so I mean, if it's first pylon, is this going to be a 3-gate Zealot?
Well, we've got 2 gates so far.
Oh, okay, it's 2-gate Zealot. But yeah, I mean, if you're making your first pylon out there, it's certainly a proxy gate Zealot rush.
He's going to go right back to 1998 Artosis.
Yeah. And you know what? Based on the building layout right now, this actually, I think Zoun, this is going to be good for him.
Yeah. Well, having a proxied pylon out here is not a great sign of,
Yeah. And look, he's like, I'm blocking your
look
Nexus.
at me, don't make a Nexus because I want to make a Nexus too.
He wants to make a Nexus so badly.
He's like, oh, well, I'll fend this off and then I'll have a Nexus and you won't. But actually, that's what he wants, dude. He wants a Nexus there.
Yeah. 2 Zealots being made. 1 Zealot here, chrono boosted.
Now a Cybernetics core is being made here. We haven't seen the Stargate start yet, but this should be. Oh, I'm sorry. He's actually getting a gate of his own over here. For some reason, decided this had to be Stargate tech. All right, now he knows.
Oh boy. Unpowering that right away is pretty insane.
Yeah.
I think Zoun is going to take a very quick victory.
Yeah, and you know what? He also spotted the gateway in the middle of the map, so he even knows what's coming.
Yeah.
Good control with the probe, pulls it back out, unpowers that. 1 Zealot coming into the main.
It's only 1 though, and we have 2 here and then 2 more coming.
And he doesn't get any kind of wall in, so now he can just come up here once more. And I think you just die because, 1 Zealot's not going to cut it. This Zealot can't actually go back and recharge the battery.
Good micro.
Oh, maybe he can.
Oh, he killed his own probe?
That's funny.
Oh, no, maybe that was his opponent's probe, actually. That would have been funny, though. And Creator brings in a Stalker. Like, some good ideas, some good tries here from Creator, but Zoun's build, really countered.
Get ready for every person right now to just queue up games and just try this out in PvP.
Well,
this is a be warned on the ladder right now. This is, let me tell you something, this is...
Does this beat Cannon Rush, though, is the big question.
That's that's the most important thing. This is definitely going to be trending on the ladder, guys. For those of you watching live, time to ruin the experience for the people that watch the VOD. Zoun wins.
Okay. Well, that was I mean, he got lucky with what Creator was doing as well. Like, you have a much higher chance to hold. Like, for instance, if you're up your ramp, but honestly, that is a map where it's very oftentimes you're going to be making it lower.
It's very tempting to make it
ramp
on
up to the natural.
Right. If you have like a high ground and then like a middle tier ground and then a low ground.
Ramped naturals are very good for
It's very tempting
wall-in.
to make a wall in there because the wall-in complemented so well. And I mean, Creator, you're kind of feeling the sodium here. I mean, I'd be feeling it too, man. That's a rough moment. Big attack.
He didn't have a lot of control there. There wasn't a lot of counterplay for him based on what he chose.
I mean,
there's an element in luck in what builds you choose. Like, we look at that and say, wow, Zoun was brilliant. But what if Creator had walled in at the top of his ramp and he was doing a cannon rush, right? And it's like, okay, well, I guess you're the one that's in trouble now.
Yeah.
Right, so
Creator's requested a break, which is fine. We're happy to honor that here.
He's going to check the bathroom for gates.
I mean, that's a rough loss. I think, you know, Zoun's not a player we normally see do stuff like that specifically. But I think it was a smart move for him to pull it out, you know, on a map like that. As you said, they do like to wall at the natural expansion. But we probably won't have any other games like that. I mean, we could still have Proxy Void Ray or, you know, something of the sort. But that's, honestly, that's like about as extreme of a rush as you can do in PvP.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it really is. I mean, Proxy 2-gate. And it was, I mean, a smart build for the map, I think, definitely. So Zoun out-strategizing Creator. They're getting a little bit lucky with how that went.
Well, PvP, a lot of these builds, it can be kind of a poker game, you know.
For sure.
And I think when you bring out one like that effectively, you rob the other player of a game, but you get a win immediately, you know. So, I mean, Zoun, you know, looking a bit more prepared overall here.
Maybe. Although Creator had an interesting build lined up, it looked like one proxy gate, one gate at his home.
I kind of wish we had Zoun play a normal game so we could also see what Creator had. That's also frustrating because Creator clearly was some kind of proxy gate build. You know, you don't have generally more than one or two of those in a best of 5, so maybe he'll try something crazy here. I mean, you know, Creator using his 5-minute break right now is probably going over all the possible builds in his head. What do I want to do now? Should he try the same build he didn't get to use really before? Or does he?
Well, let's see. We're going into 2,000 atmospheres.
I think that's correct. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Well, we'll be getting into it shortly. Creator is ready to go. He's eating something.
He's got the gum.
Oh, that's chewing. I think that's food chewing, not gum chewing, right?
I think he's eating.
That's like an exaggerated chew
eating
for gum.
A tiny Protoss player?
Right? Yeah, that was a swallow I just saw right there. That's not gum.
Maybe he swallows his gum.
It's going to grow gum in his belly, right?
Yes, we got a gum belly, man.
It's going to help to give nutrients to all those watermelon seeds. Things you're told as a child.
Yeah.
Team NV, Creator.
It's gone. It's under the desk with all the other Protoss players' gums.
Alpha X, Zoun.
Okay, so nobody putting a proxy pilot out right away here. I would not be surprised, though, if one of our players does do a proxy Stargate or anything like that. We don't see fast expands necessarily here when you see the wall at the ramp like this versus the low ground.
Yeah. 2,000 atmosphere is not as good for those, right? It doesn't have the ramp natural, so it doesn't make as much sense. And the probes pass right through the center, so that's very standard gateway scout timings.
Right.
They both know that.
Doesn't mean that we can't have some kind of aggressive stuff later on, but you know, every building you make and where you make it is a statement in the game, right? About your plans and intentions, and that's why it's so important to try to scout that or see that stuff's missing somewhere. But right now, yeah, nothing out of the ordinary at all. We do have double gas on both sides. So, yeah, nobody hungry to take a base just yet, but there's still many different games that can be played from here on out.
GG's the floor right there.
What did you say?
You need to put the GG tag under the Cybernetic score.
I'm worried this one could be a 3-0, though.
Yeah.
I'm only saying that because Creator is known to tilt. He's known to get frustrated, and that is a frustrating loss.
I would agree with you, but he looks less frustrated than on most of his losses. Doesn't he?
Seemed like it.
Right? He doesn't.
But
he doesn't
he
seem
did
as
look
flustered.
sort of frustrated. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Not. I mean, you'd have to be inhuman to not be at least somewhat frustrated. That's like he just didn't have any control based on the build he chose and his opponent build. The build his opponent chose. It's not like Trap holds that, you know. It's not like Stats or something holds that.
No, I mean you just get
you're just kind of
trampled by the Zealots.
I mean, Flash would have won, but nobody else. All right, so just blocking that Nexus a little bit.
So both players went for double Stalker. Oh, that was funny. I thought Zoun was just not going to attack the pylon.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is it going on?
He's got to get across the map.
Now we had a Sentry, actually 2 being made here for Creator, whereas Zoun makes 2 more Stalkers.
Do you like that pylon finish?
I don't know.
I don't.
I don't like it. I don't
either.
think it's very good.
I don't see the reason.
Now we have the Twilight Council coming here. We may even see another 2 Stalkers get made over here.
Another gateway also.
Yeah, so this is actually going to be a 3-gate with Blink.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, again, not a build we see all the time off one base, but it is like one of the variants of the game in a PvP. And look, this could work. I mean, you have 2 sentries. Keep in mind, if you get 2 sentries, a lot of times one of them goes ahead and makes the hallucinated Phoenix to scout.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you scout and you see what's coming, and it's Stalker Blink, oh, can he actually kill this?
Yes.
Okay, so this is pretty
That's
sick.
an amazing
I was going to
catch.
say, you know,
because this can still be a Nexus.
And
4 Stalkers, you can have 4 Stalkers, right?
Absolutely.
That's no problem.
And he spends his energy on another Phoenix. So each of these is going to be 1 less force field or less Guardian Shield. But the thing is, when this scouts it, I mean, it looks like the path, it's going to be a little bit late, right? Okay, so now he's going to see it, especially with that extra gateway back there. Now, he has a forge coming. He actually might want to just make cannons here.
Yeah.
Like, that's just, you know.
I think that's a good call. I think, because all he has to do is live.
It's not pretty, but this may be a PvP where you just want a bunch of cannons down there. He's going to make some batteries here as well. Now, Blink upgrade starts for Creator. Zoun's is about 70% done. He also saw that. I don't think that was the biggest surprise to spot that. Now, there's a lot more batteries coming down here. This is going to come down to the math of how quickly can the Stalkers of Zoun one-shot the Stalkers of Creator.
Yeah, and he's going to have enough, but you got to be careful. You got to kind of wait for Blink, because otherwise the force fields go down and you lose Stalkers. So
he's got to have patience here.
Yeah, but look, cannons are finishing. Dude, Creator, this was great crisis management. Whether he holds or not, I think this is very well done so far.
Okay, and he doesn't blink yet. He waits for the first force fields to come down, and he actually does a run by. That is sick. Did not occur to me.
No, I did not think that's
that
what
was
we were
actually
gonna see.
something I hadn't factored in. That's a great play there. And think of how many probes are going to be taken out here, and then he pulls right back and does it again, right? He's got more Stalkers coming. The run by I really was not expecting.
No, I wasn't either. And the force field was just barely off of blocking most of them. So
again, he can one-shot now, and he has 1 Stalker blocking the ramp. He actually just barely can't one-shot, so he can 2-shot now.
Yeah,
and he does
up,
a run by
it.
again, and this is how you do it, apparently.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
That was
and
well
he's
done.
going to unpower this later.
Yeah, all the probes coming out to fight. I mean, even if you force him out of here, which you might not. Oh, God, he's just going to blink
back in. Yeah.
Don't need to run by again.
Yeah.
They have a direct path here.
This was a brilliant play here by Zoun. The run by really makes a lot of sense to then loop back around and start taking fights.
He played a really nice series here. A really nice series.
GG. Wow. Okay, Zoun is a god.
No, that was
awesome.
was
sick.
The old
we
Zoun
hadn't
is
factored
back.
that in at all. That's so funny. We're like, there you go. There's the can and the batteries. Like,
yeah, no, I was looking at that setup and I'm like, that's a hard thing to break, man. Like,
yeah, and then it like he didn't put the force fields down right away, and I'm like, yeah, he's being patient. He's gonna wait and then blink over, and it's like he's gonna do more than that.
Yeah,
he's gonna just run right up the ramp.
He focused down some sentries, then blinked and tried to get up the ramp as quickly as possible. He just kind of slipped up there like a slippery snake.
Yeah.
And beautifully done. Beautifully done by Zoun.
Wiggled his way up the ramp and took it, man.
And to the round of 4 he goes. And we have 2 really great matches for Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
Man, Zest versus Maru and Dark versus Zoun. That is a great top 4. Fantastic.
I'm especially excited for Dark versus Zoun. That's going to be a lot of fun.
I agree. I think that's a great match. And whatever the finals may be, will be fantastic as well.
For sure.
Zest versus Maru, I feel like Maru's going to eat him alive, honestly.
I mean, I would love...
Maru's too good right now.
I think so. And that's going to be on Thursdays, guys. We are going to have information for tickets. We are having a live studio audience at last. Hopefully there'll be many more live studio audiences to come with that. And so here's our final 4.
Yeah, so we had a couple 3-2s and a couple 3-0s. Zest versus Maru, Dark versus Zoun. We got all 3 races represented. David Kim wins again. Thank you, David Kim. And yeah, that final's coming, man. Gonna be a best of 7 for the finals, best of 5s for the round of 4. A nice night. This was a good night.
It's been a good Super Tournament.
I felt like the Dark ByuN series was not particularly good.
That was a bit of a disappointment, but you know, it kind of lets you know that, look, ByuN is, and he was good in the round of 16. He can really hold his own against some people, but then there's players like Dark where you can see ByuN does not have an answer.
Yeah.
And this is why we don't talk about ByuN the same way we talk about Maru, even though we have in the past.
Yeah, no, certainly. People go in and out of shape all the time,
right.
So it's a normal thing. Except for Maru, I guess. He's always been in shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, he might be the only player that's always in shape. Maru versus Zest, Dark versus Zoun. I've said it enough times by now. What is your pick for the winner of the tournament?
Maru, I think.
I think you're right about that. Yeah.
Could be Dark or Zoun, but I mean,
I don't
to go
think
Maru.
they can beat Maru. Like, I mean, Dark Maru is the best possible finals, I think, and that could be a really fantastic one. But Maru is in such good shape right now, man.
I just don't see Zest beating Maru. And like Zest looked pretty good in his games, but he also had some pretty big errors and in control.
Yeah, yeah. And Maru will jump upon those harder than Bunny did, and Bunny did a really good job too.
The ticket info, guys, is at the bottom of the screen right here. You need to be vaccinated, having your 2nd vaccine. To be clear, this is not for anybody out of the country. You can't come in here and then come to the studio the next day. There's a 10-day mandatory quarantine. So this is basically for people living, working in Korea.
Yes, yes. So we hope to see you down there, guys.
Yeah. Bring proof of ID. If you've been in Korea, you already know the whole the rigmarole. You got to prove that you've been vaccinated with a little QR code thing. Yeah. And we'll see you guys down here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great day, and it's very good matches as well. Like, we don't have any mirrors there. There's the possibility of Zest Zoun finals, but it looks completely unlikely. They're actually the 2 underdogs in their matches.
Yeah, I think so.
What can you say? It should end up being just a fantastic finals no matter what. Is Maru going to win another tournament? Like, you just can't stop him. And he's so young, too. It's not like we're waiting for him to go to military like Zest. You know?
We got like 5 or 6 more years of Maru at least.
Oh, my God. He's just going to, by the end, he's going to have so much that he's won.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you on the finals on Thursday. We love you. Take care. Bye-bye.